Von Miller High Life. Antonio Margarito and Robert West will square off in a 10-round bout. They are welterweights. Robert West will turn 34 years of age tomorrow. He's from Youngstown, Ohio, 150 pounds. 18-7 and 7 knockouts. He is coming off a 1-year, 3-month, and 20-day layoff. He has not fought since December of 1999, knocked out by Robert Easter, an 8-3 fighter. And for the first time in his career, he doesn't have his father Frank in his corner. He and his father had a disagreement. His father did not want him to take this fight, so he is not in the corner with him for the first time in his career. 23-year-old Antonio Margarito from Tijuana, Mexico. 150 pounds, 24-3 with 16 knockouts, coming off the December 10th, 4th round stoppage of Frankie Randall, the 39-year-old former champion. He's won 6 straight by knockout, 15 overall, and of those 15, 11 by knockout. We saw him here on Friday Night Fights back in June, back in Indio, California, and Margarito put on a very impressive display. He landed 26 of his 104 punches, and he knocked out David Kamau in the 2nd round. Just pummeled him around the ring outside in Indio, and Margarito would come away with the decision, with a knockout victory in the 2nd round, one of his 16 knockouts in his career. The referee for this first bout of the evening is Jerry McKenzie. As Margarito gets set in his corner, turned pro at the age of 15. Says he watched some tape on West. Texas rules will be used for this first bout. 3 knockdown rule, no standing 8 count. Fighter can be saved with the bell in the final round only. Only the referee can stop it. An accidental foul, they'll go to the scorecards after 4 rounds are complete. And the fight is underway. Margarito in the white, West in the black. West told us he thought about quitting. Spoke with him yesterday. He was tired of being an opponent. The title fight never happened. Back in 1996, he had moved up to 7th in the rankings against James Page. He blames his management for sticking him in against nondescript opposition. Fell out of the rankings. We saw him here on Friday Night Fights against Tom Unin in June of 1999. Unin was non-competitive. 5th round knockout. Margarito with the right hand, and down goes West. That's what happens when you haven't fought in a year and 3 months.
And you were knocked out in that fight that you fought against the guy 8-3-2. And that guy had been knocked out in his next fight by a 500 record fighter.
West said that the reason why he took that fight was around the holidays. He figured he could make a quick buck. He was 153 pounds. Easter was 160. He said, I looked at Easter's record and figured on my worst day and his best day I can beat him. Then he ran into a left hand, and out he went and took the loss. Counter left hand by West. Margarito goes to the body.
He's a good body puncher, Bob Margarito. Technically nice and sound.
He's a pretty good fighter. West has already been down once here in this first round.
West is the kind of fighter, experienced, been in there with good fighters. When he's right, he'll place his punches well. He'll look to counter. Always the kind of guy that can be out-hustled because of the kind of style he has. Very patient. West is not too patient here, because he can nail with some good body punches if he lays on the rope. And he just did.
Left hook to the body. 2nd time in the round, West is down. 3 knockdown rule is in effect.
5, 6, 7,
and
8.
Margarito is just too much for a guy and that's it. The referee's going to stop it. I don't think West really wanted to get up.
No, he took the count. The referee counted it out to 10, and West stayed on the knee to count of 10. Those couple body shots turned his mind to not go on any further.
2:19 of round number 1. West was dropped twice. Figured that this would be a quick one. West, with all the inactivity and the ring rust, coming off a knockout loss, his career seems to be spiraling in the wrong direction. We had him in that draw against Robert Frazier where he faded in the last couple of rounds, and that's just about it. We're going to take a look at the first knockdown. Well-placed punches by Margarito.
Margarito's a good body puncher, technically sound, and there he goes up top to right just to raise the arms of West. and then comes back downstairs with the left hook. And then by this time, West just went down from that first body shot. Those shots to the head didn't really land, but West's spirit was starting to be cracked. And here at the end of the fight, Margarito has West where he wants him, against the rope. He knows what to do. Go to that body. He already hurt West in the body. He knew that that would probably make West decide not to be there.
Robert West, The Rock, gets knocked down and knocked out. He'll turn 34 tomorrow. And he might be headed for another long layoff. Margarito lands 14 of 92 punches. All 14 connects were power shots. He dropped West twice in the fight. The body punch does it. 2:19 of round number 1. Antonio Margarito, ranked number 11 by the WBC, gets win number 25 and his 17th stoppage. So a quick end to the first bout of the evening. Margarito a winner over Robert West. We send it back to Brian and Max.
And we're off and running.